Make sure my mic's not muted. Audio check. Can everybody hear me just fine? Waiting for doing my own kind of like little test real quick because I'll find out before y'all tell me on the iPad. Let's see here. 1 second. Make sure my mic's not muted. Oh yeah. Audio's good. I'm gonna just pause that so that way I'm not, y'all can't hear it over. But yeah, welcome everybody. Glad y'all can make it. Now I know it's been a little bit since I've done a stream. Had a lot kind of going on. But first I want to welcome everybody in chat. So we got KB, Boondocks, Moisty, Worn Up, Metalcraft, Tucker, Ozzy's here, Rain Squad. As far as I can tell, that's all I can see. Welcome everybody. I'm gonna kind of go out of order of these real quick. And I'm gonna go from Whoop Star update straight to plans for the future live streams. If you could tell from the title of the video, I am quitting FPV. It's just too much, too toxic. Apparently, I'm not a real pilot because I fly with less than 1,000 rates. So, yeah. It's been fun, guys. Just kidding. No, the real thing that is actually happening is I am getting a pretty good job soon. And it's going to kind of limit what I can actually do, so I won't be live streaming for a while. I might have a live stream next week. It just depends. I'm waiting to hear back as far as like how the schedule is going to work. But if all goes accordingly, I'll be streaming probably around September time. Late August, September, maybe around there. I'm not 100% sure. I'll keep people posted in Discord as far as that goes. But when I do start streaming again, I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. We usually have like a sit down, watch everybody's videos and stuff like that, which I love doing. But here's the problem. I am one of countless other channels that sit there and watch videos of people flying and stuff like that. I want to be different, damn it. I want to have a different feel. That's why I did the Jackass stuff, but it's kind of hard setting all that up. What my future plans are might be also difficult, but I feel like I would enjoy doing that. Not going to cause as much physical harm to me. So the idea is I want to have a game show live stream. I want to feature one pilot, maybe two pilots in a video. So when there would be like commercial breaks, I want to feature their videos while we kind of get things settled behind the scenes of what's going on next. So yeah, if that disappoints anybody, I am sorry, but I want to try to do a FPV game show type thing where I'll have, I'd say like if I can, 4 contestants. I want to have 4 contestants on stream, and the only rule is, obviously, you can't be a douchebag. You can't say anything out of pocket, racial, political, any of that stuff. Now, I have plans for the game show to get a little touchy, but in a joking kind of way, nothing serious. But you have to have a camera, so that way we can see your beautiful face, and have a mic. And I want to have at least 4 contestants competing through stupid challenges. Like, I don't know, some sort of like pop quiz. It's going to be FPV related, but also have like a little bit of pop culture stuff related into it. I don't want to give too much away without actually doing the show first. The trick is also figuring out, hold on, let me fix this mic. Figuring out how to get everything cohesively put together without too much issues. But I think a random game show would be pretty cool. McTube. Hey, welcome, McTube. He says, hello, mellow fellows. It's not a mellow yellow, but it's close enough. I got a squirt, so I thought that was kind of funny that you said that. I see Clyde popped in, derailed. I think I saw Mrs. Metalcraft pop in. Mad FPV is also here. Welcome, guys. But yeah, I want to try to get a little bit of something different in the FPV world out there. So like I said, I'm going to be out probably for a month or two. I won't be really posting any videos or anything either because I won't have access to a laptop or anything. I'll be shipped to Iowa. So there's no telling if I'm actually going to be able to fly or not. So there's going to be a little bit of a break. Like I said, I think next week might be the official last live stream. I really don't know until I hear back of my shipment date, I guess. But I figured like a funny game show would be pretty cool. I want to call it Gringo's Terrible Game Show or some shit like that. Something kind of funny. And none of it's going to be serious, but everybody's going to be competing for one prize, one grand prize. That is another reason why I'm waiting for this job, is so that way I can have money to fund projects like this. Like I want to give away like Kiss stacks, Cabron frames, anything that I think would be worth competing for and what people would want to compete for, just for the fun of it and get a little bit of giggle out of it. I want to dress up as like a 90s like game show contestant, or not contestant, but host. I'm not very good at hosting, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to work on some dad jokes. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Something different. What's up, Canis? Moise says you'll get to fly. You'll get to fly. You just probs won't get to post footage. It'll be good for you though. It'll be like it'll take the stress off making videos and let you just practice while you're there. You won't fly all the time. Yeah, if I do fly, it's most likely going to be tiny whoops. I won't have a car to really travel, and I don't really want to pay Uber to try to find a spot that may or may not be a good spot to fly. So yeah, it'll be like mostly whoop stuff if I do fly. And yeah, I won't have any way of editing or anything until after I get back if I do have a video. But I'm not going to try to like be like, "Oh, I'm going to have a video." I don't know for sure. I don't know what the game plan is. All I know is going to be kind of boring. I won't have my wife there, so that kind of sucks. This will be the first time that we've been split apart. The longest time we've been split apart for the last 12 years. So, yeah, I might convince her to do live streams. We'll see. But yeah, nah, that's pretty much it for that. If anybody wants to be a contestant, or wants to help me brainstorm on how to do it, hit me up in Discord. We could like kind of work something out. But I am pretty set on doing some sort of game show type thing, just because I don't see anybody else doing it to the degree of like what I want to try to do. Everybody's doing like FPV competitions. This will be like FPV trivia in a way, but like random bullshit sprinkled in and out. So I think it'd be pretty funny. Whoopstar. I keep pointing to the wrong side. Whoopstar. I am still in the process of making it, but I've kind of hit a slight wall of like what I am capable of doing. So that's going to be in the making probably for the next couple of years. So I haven't forgotten that. I just haven't posted any updates because I just don't want to keep posting the same repetitive stuff. I've been working on like city layouts and stuff like that, but kind of one of those like we'll see what we can end up doing. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the news. Like I said, Warden Up says identify the ancient FPV artifact. Warren Up, if you have any ideas, message me. I would say some of the ideas I want to do, but I don't want to like spoil some of the like kind of off the wall type stuff. As much as I want to tell people because I think it's funny, I don't want to spoil it before I actually get to do it. I don't want to give people any like head start to it. But if y'all are willing to be contestants, you have a camera that can see your beautiful face and a mic, then you qualify. So I'll probably make a spot in my Discord to try to like orient my streams a little bit different than what they have been. Like I said, it's fun doing these kind of videos, but there's a million channels out there. I don't get too many. Oh, something happened over there. I don't get too many You all right? I guess she almost tripped and busted ass. Um, but I already forgot what I was trying to say. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to y'all's videos. Oh, that's what I was trying to say is because there's so many channels out there already kind of doing this format, I don't want to oversaturate with that. So give me 1 second. I got to shift everything over. Get to Discord here. All right, cool. Let's see here. I'm gonna also have to figure out how to like condense this down. There's way too many fucking side channels here. What the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. All right, let's go down here. We got Tucker up as the first video. Let me know if this is too loud. It is very loud in my headphones. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to way to turn this down. The hell? I guess there isn't a way to turn down in my headphones. Hold on, Tucker. I don't want to end up accidentally screaming because I can't hear. Nah, if I do that, it might turn down everything. Sorry, Tucker. We'll replay your video. Hold on, man. I'm trying to figure out how to not blow my ears out. Let's see. Can I do... Oh my god. Just stay... Why? Why is it doing that? Alright, that sounds good on my end. We'll turn that. I think that should be okay. Let me know if it's too loud for y'all. We can figure it out, but... Alright, Tucker. Let's watch this again. Getting it, homie. Let's see. Just catch up on chat here. Moy says, I do hope to see some iOS bang. We'll see. I don't even know, again, I just want to make it clear. I don't even know if I categorize my style as bang. G-bang. Yo, what's up, TKS? He says a little late. He's not quitting, right? No, I am not quitting. I'm just having to go on a hiatus because of work. I gotta make sure the bills are paid and have funds to fund future projects. Since you did miss TKS, I am planning, this is Bones. I'm planning on doing a game show in the future when I do start doing streams again. And I'm going to need live contestants for that. It's going to be a FPV related game show, not strictly FPV, because I feel like that would get, I feel like it would get a little like repetitive. So we'll have to like play around with it. Tucker says, I broke my first ever piece of carbon on this video on that trippy transfer. Hell yeah, bro. Welcome, Shug. Glad you can make it. She stubbed her toe, and I thought the house was gonna be demolished. What's up, Gato? That was for Spider's Murder Dome. Yeah, another thing is, I don't think I'm good at doing these kind of streams. So, this is Boondocks. Damn, it's still loud as fuck in my headphones. She says, I am 30 years old. I do not need to be busting ass like that. Yeah, you don't need to be busting ass. You need to be popping that ass. Metalcraft, you should learn by now. If you paint your quads, that increases your chance of breaking them just because the Whoop God said so. I don't paint none of my shit. I throw it together. The less effort I put into them, the less I feel upset when I break it. Hell yeah. That was sick, Boondocks. We're gonna be watching a lot of like Spider's challenge videos because he just had his vampire challenge. This is Mrs. Metalcraft 8 bytes. First plane chase featuring Metalcraft. Let's see what this is. Man, everything's just so loud. I hope that's not too quiet for y'all. It's like hard to think what's going on. Tucker says, my 2 grinderinos I painted are indestructible though. You say that now, but because you put that out there, the next flight you're breaking something. I'll put money on it. Brian says, I caught it on fire. Damn, you caught your drone on fire? Did I miss something? Moy says, I get that for sure, Venus. I'm 27, and if I fall down, I feel like I'm definitely breaking something. Everybody's made of glass. I especially found that out on watching Bad Boys. It's like Baddies, but the boy version. And it seems like every other dude breaks their hand or breaks a jaw. Hand breaks way more common. So I guess that's Metalcraft flying, it looks like, from the bottom corner. And Raya is chasing him. So that's pretty cool. Glad to see he's actually getting it to fly. Now that DVR, man, it looks like it was dipped in like oil. I don't know what's going on with the the plane's DVR. I don't know if that's just from the transfer of footage, but it is hard to see what's going on. Venus says nothing will ever beat the video of McShaky in his basement trying out his big ass quad and it just spontaneously combusting. That was, I think that's also my favorite FPV accident video of all time. In case y'all don't know, McShaky was working on a 7-inch, I think, in his basement, and he was trying to do a test hover, and his ESCs just spontaneously combust, and he just gets up real fucking quick. It was so funny. Hell yeah, Mrs. Metalcraft, that was dope. We got Metalcraft. I guess it's supposed to be Thanks a Lot Canada, but it looks like Thanks a Lot Canada. Let's see what this is. Oh, of course, it's gonna make me go to YouTube. Oh, hey, cute little rat.
Getting ready for its gold paint.
Is that the Straya?
And what's up, 90 crew? Just
the sister, brother, cousin of the Cabron.
On my 2-inch quad. And
yeah, I don't even try to paint my quads. It's not worth it. All right, we gotta turn that down. Getting that HD 3D. He says, apparently my Metalcraft says my plane is indestructible now. I crashed it so many times today, no damage. Hell yeah. That's definitely what you want. I've definitely seen it where people take off for the first time, completely annihilate their quads. Or planes. And quads. That's happened to me. First pack, completely just annihilate something. Thankfully, I haven't had anything spontaneously combust on me, but it's only a matter of time. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. Especially how many times I've had prop strikes on a battery. Which reminds me, I need to fix my leads. My leads are cooked right now. Tucker says, I plan to send them hard at a nuclear plant event this weekend. Nothing but 5-inch, or what? 5+ thick concrete. 5+? Is that 5 inches? 5 feet? Probably 5 feet if it's a nuclear plant. Babies D says eventually you're gonna hit a battery and have a smoke. Like I said, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. Like, you should see the state of my batteries. They're pretty horrendous. What's up, Killer Kiwi? He says, I remember you, Oonga Boonga. No short ever, man. No short saver, man. No short saver. But I do Oonga Boonga when I put shit together. I guess you mean like, I don't use a smoke stopper. I go in raw. You know, sometimes you get, you know, if your pull-out game is strong, you just might get a little magic smoke. Which has happened to me. The only thing I've cooked, though, is a VTX, thankfully. I've almost cooked my KISS flight stack, which I'm pretty sure is part of why, because it does act a little funny sometimes when I fly. Like, I've noticed my ELRS just doesn't want to work all the time. So I'm having issues with my ELRS kind of just dropping out sometimes randomly. That's kind of annoying. And it's on a 5-volt rail, but I'm pretty sure I cooked one of those 5-volt. Either that or the telemetry is, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Tucker says 5 feet. Shoo! What in tarnations is going on? One day later, thanks Canada. Why is this clapping still going? Okay, there it goes. I just realized it wasn't full screen. I'm gotta make sure. Moist says same, just gotta clench them cheeks and hope for the best when you plug in. Yeah. No, that's the strat. Make sure your P's and Q's are all... You want to make sure everything's done correctly before you plug in, and then, you know, you won't have to worry about it. Mad says nothing better than hearing you're on fire when you have your goggles on. Oh man. What happened there? I didn't see that video. Venus says throw water on it, you'll be good. The ass claps are a 90 crew thing. Oh, okay. I'm not really like... I don't watch a whole lot of Infinity Loops, so I kind of miss the little subtle references. I actually don't watch very many live streams, mainly just bots and spiders. Occasionally I'll watch the crew. But watching a lot of the live streams y'all all kind of cross-pollinate on kind of like spoils my streams when I watch y'all's videos. So I try to just go into it with a fresh mind, but Matt says half Maddie into a cement wall, popped a cell, and gave a good show. Well, how did your electronics handle it? Did you fry those out, or was it just your battery? Because if it was just your battery, that's a good save right there. Also, Metalcraft, I'm glad you're sticking with 3D, man. Definitely shows. But if I ever get into 3D, I probably won't have any videos for a long time because I'm so particular about my videos that if it's not perfect, I'm not showing it. And not even perfect, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like same thing with my tattoo stuff. Like I did thousands of tattoos, but I am very picky on like what I show. Most of the time tattoos are like, eh. Baby Z says, you seem like you're super busy working on all your projects in the background anyway. Understandable. Was that to me or? Because I tend to miss some of the chat, so I don't know what's directed towards me. It's directed towards a conversation in the chat. That was Metalcraft with some sick ass 3D. Here's a video by Mad. Doe the Return. Or DOE, Dead on Events. I don't know. Let's check it out. Of course, the YouTube curse. Nice. That was a tight Maddie. Metalcraft is one of the top 3D pilots in FPV right now. I can see that. I mean, it's one of those things. I'm surprised that 3D hasn't caught on more, but I think a lot of it is just like, it is a little bit of a learning curve. It's already hard enough to find people that want to do freestyle, much less like 3D freestyle. It takes a certain brain. Matt says Department of Ecology. It's the building. Ah, okay. Also, we should have the next batch of Cabrones coming out maybe in the next month or two. I'm not 100%. I don't have any exact dates, but we are in the making of that right now. Oh yeah, Matt. I thought that was going to be the video that you blew up your battery on. Let's get off there. This is Ned. Rip and break everything. Let's see what this is.
Oh, shit.
KB says 3D is hard if you started not doing 3D. Very hard to break muscle memory. Yeah, and every time I try to attempt 3D, because I try it for like 20-30 minutes here, and then I'll go back to acro, and I just feel like I just can't fly either way. Some people can fly both, not simultaneously, but like on and off, and it's just like, you know, hats off, because damn. I think also I don't feel like rebuilding a quad to work with 3D, I think it's another thing. There's a whole like, you know, certain type of motors you want to use, props and stuff like that, so I'm a broke boy. I can't spend money on that stuff. Acro it is. Plus KISS. Unfortunately, KISS doesn't support 3D, and all I fly now is KISS. So there is that going on. Baby Z says, do you have somebody that you're using specifically for CNC work, or are you open to other people? We're definitely open to other people. The main goal is to get it to where TKS can cut everything in-house. Right now we're having to use a guy in China to cut the frames for us. Same guy that cuts Birdie's frames. And it's just like, when you're doing things with China, it takes forever for the shipping to come through. Plus it's hard to know the quality of like what's what, you know. Whereas if we could do it in-house, then, you know, we'll know the quality of the carbon. We'll know exactly, we'll be able to fine tune something right then and there. Because right now we're having to, you know, obviously have somebody else cut it. So it takes a long time to fine tune stuff. So that's why, like, none of the frames are like 100%. This is the final frame. Even the one that's going to be coming out next is all technically still a prototype. Just because we might have to change stuff in the future, you know, we just don't know until we get people out there testing and trying them. Hell yeah, Ned, dude, that was a sick rip. What quad were you flying in that one? Sorry, and I'm talking over all of these. That's my bad. Like I said, I'm not cut out for these style of videos. On a comment, take me to the moon, FPV freestyle. Quadrex can CNC. They did the Illmatic. Yeah, see, originally I was gonna go through Damaged to promote the frame, but they were working on Nightwing's race spec 5-inch, and I kind of got like, you know, you don't want to have too many projects. I understand. You know, he had the Illmatic and he's working on that 5-inch. So we're just like, okay, TKS took it in his hand, got his LLC. So he started doing his own frames and stuff. So, you know, I kind of feel bad in a way about Damaged because I did like the Illmatic, but I also like True X, and the Illmatic is not True X. I did see that they did come out with an aluminum cage on the newest version of the Illmatic, which I think is pretty cool. I wouldn't have mind trying that out, but yeah. Clyde says, I'm flying Voltara ESC with the new firmware and it's insane good. Yeah, dude, the Voltara is a really good ESC. I have I have one complaint. I did go through one ESC and it technically, the frustrating part is it still technically works, but a motor pad lifted. And that's kind of annoying because it pretty much cooked the ESC that way. Like, I'm sure if I could figure out a way to reattach it, maybe it'll work. Yo, what's up, Shelby? Glad you could pop in. But, Baby Z... Quadrex, yeah, we should probably look into them. Now the thing is we like the one in China right now because it's able to for us to keep the prices low enough that we can keep it at the $60 price. So that's the only issue is going through another company, because like if we went through, oh, we still got some bonus footage. If we go through another, oh damn, if we go through another one, there's a chance that it might be too expensive, that we would have to raise the price, and we're trying to keep it as affordable for people as much as possible. Here's Apollo. Also a sick video comment. Sorry. Clyde says he uses the 20x20. Yeah, the 20x20 is really good. Are you using the Reaper ESC? What's up, Commander? He says he's gonna go finish a tree. Oh yeah, don't get too hot. Drink a lot of water. I feel like I'm yelling too, because I no matter how much I try, the audio, it's just so loud. Damn, son. I think going to France one day is definitely on the bucket list. Dude, that was a sick video. And now that I'll have this job, I should be able to actually like do some actual like traveling and stuff like that. So definitely looking forward to that. Here's Tucker. Jesus cast away the prop wash. Oh, I see the prop wash. Did you fix it? Moy says, what? Sorry, what? I can't hear you, what? Is it loud? Hold on, let me see here. Okay, no, it's not. Let me turn this back down. Yeah, Tucker's been sending it, man. Tucker's the new Spain god. I'm gonna hand the ropes to him. I just like my slower rates, and the slower rates make it hard to do Spain because it's like when I bump up the rates, it's like one or the other. I can either do a bunch of Spain stuff or I can do some more proxy, and truthfully I'm more focused on proxy than Spain, and that's why I was like, I don't really want to categorize myself as a Spain pilot because, you know, there's a lot of dudes out there that do Spain and they do it really well, and I don't think I'm one of those people. Moy says, this one's insane, Tucker. What gas station pill did you take? But goddamn, you're fucking shredding it to atoms, my guy. I don't know. From the looks of it, he might have taken the honey pill. Fully erect while fully ripping. That's how I like to fly. Fully torqued. It gets, you want a good balance of blood flow kind of going in. Hell yeah, homie. You almost had that Barini banana. Trick names are funny to me. Here's one from Boondocks. Whoop whoop. 65mm ripping. Let's see what this is. Clyde says, don't think about this style changes and mixes along your career? What do you mean, Clyde? I'm trying to piece that together. Tucker says, same. I feel like I'm far away from being actual Spang. And then he says, white rhino extra strength with kratom and spice added. Nah, Tucker, dude, you're definitely getting there, man. That's the thing about Spang is it's a challenging style to actually get that Spang feel. A lot of it is like you want to be controlled with the, you know, más rapido and más lento. So combining the speed with the slow, you know, they give that like kind of like, you know, do something and then kind of come out of it like you're floating and defying gravity. It's a hard style, man. But you definitely got a good reign on it. And who cares about traditional, damn son, who cares about like traditional like rules when it comes to freestyle? That's the thing about like freestyle is like it's free style. Fucking do what you want, call it whatever you want. That's why I call my shit G-Bang, because I don't really know if I have a fucking style. Yo, what's up? I can never say your name, man. Canabin Owl. What's up, man? Thought you could actually make it to a stream. It's gotta be pretty late in Germany, huh? Clyde says, I mean, you focus on proxy now, but later you're gonna like it more Zbang and mix the both. Yeah, I mean, I'm already trying to do that, mixing Spang with proxy. I mean, people have obviously they do that, but you know, like I said, I don't think my style is Spang. It was for a little bit when I attempted Spang, but you know, when you're learning everything on your own, it's kind of hard to like develop a style. Moy says, I'm trying to mix Spang with proxy. It's hard AF to get it done though. Yeah, see, I look at it as like, you want to, hell yeah, Boondocks, that was dope, man. You want to try to, from my experience, do them in areas, you know, like, or separately. So focus a lot on flying, just being able to fly the quad, then go to doing like, you know, like just normal freestyle, do some power loops, get comfortable with flying near and around objects, then do some Spang to get familiar with doing technical stick movements, and then proxy, you know, getting used to flying close to stuff and comfortable with doing technical things around stuff, then slowly just merge it all together. That's my strat. You know, I've only been flying for 2 years, so I'm hoping by 5 years, you know, I'll have it all like figured out. But, you know, some people are definitely quick learners. I've seen some dudes that have been flying for only like a year and they look like they've been flying for several years. So it's like, you know, everybody's got a different learning curve. And me being limited on areas to fly, bit of a learning curve. But I look at it as, you know, like having restrictions in your areas. So like flying a spot that has very little to it and trying to make the most out of it. You know, it kind of sparks the creativity of like using what you got to make it look kind of interesting, if that makes sense. I don't know. But here's TKS. I feel it. Doing some night flying. Clyde says, I put a video in there of my favorite Spang pilot. Okay, I'll check it out. Killer Kiwi says, restrictions breed creativity. Exactly, yeah. Like, the more you're, like, restricted on an area you're flying, the more, like, you're like, okay, how can I make this look somewhat entertaining? This is why I cut my videos to all shit, because if I didn't cut my videos, there's gonna be a lot of like just open air flying, getting to an area that I can have, you know, some sustenance, you know. Every now and then I'll have like a pretty good like flow in between, but that's rare. It's rare. That's why I don't see the issue with some people. It's like, shall I cut? Shall I not cut? Depends on your flight footage. Like, to me, I think somebody that's been flying, you know, that flies, I'd say it just depends on, like, what you're trying to get out of it, you know? Because I agree, something steezy about not cutting your footage and just having uncut all the way. Or you could have, like, what TKS is doing, where it's, like, straight to the juice. And that's the way I look at cut videos. Because you're avoiding all the crashes, all the boring parts and stuff, and you're making it into, because that's the thing, is you want to entertain people, and there's some pilots out there that can do start to finish, entertain you the entire way. But if it's just pure footage, like raw footage, start to finish, and it includes a lot of, you know, crashes, recoveries, dead space and stuff like that, visually it gets a little like, you kind of get sidetracked of what's going on. This is crazy, dude. You're way up there. These people don't even know you're floating around them. But Baby Z says, just like a skate video. Yeah, exactly. Like in skating, like you have some people that could do lines for days, But 99% of skate videos, they cut it to the parts that are important. And that's the way I look at FPV, is like, it's just like skateboarding, you know? You want, dude, this is insane, by the way, TKS. But you want to have it to where you're catching people's attention and stuff like that, you know? Like if I post my raw footage, it would get boring because it's just like, you'll see me floating around and stuff. But like, if you find the parts that you like a highlight reel, go with that. So should you or should you not cut your footage? That's all like personal preference. If you choose to cut, by all means. If you choose to keep it uncircumcised, that's up to you. Like, you know, like whatever fits your vibe. Me personally, because I try to like have my footage fit a certain mold, I guess, which is my own perception of what I want my videos to be, I cut. I don't really see a purpose in having uncut videos. From my perspective. Like I said, Spider and Metalcraft and all those guys that do like, and Comet, that do completely uncut videos, hats off to you. But like, I look at it as like, yeah, like kind of like a skate video. Like for my own personal style, I like to show the cool parts, you know. Clyde says, how many fucking stages in this building? Stories. Tucker says, some one packs are fun to see too, but like, I don't know, it's never the same. Yeah, like when you have like one packs and it's a fucking adrenaline rush, like, here, I'll show you my favorite one pack pilot. We'll do Phoenix. Phoenix does some crazy stuff. This dude's nuts with one packs. Actually, I think there's a cut in this video, so this is probably not the best video. But, you know, it's just like pure visuals the entire way. Oh, he hit a little boop, whatever. Boom, fucking dude rips. You know, there's not many people that can like pull off flows like that and stuff. And this is the kind of one packs that like keep me on edge, or I say on edge, on my toes, because it's just like, whoa, you know, that's crazy. But there's plenty of people that do cut their videos that are also like amazing, like Op Blooms and stuff like that. So, you know, it just goes fit your style for whatever it is, you know. But I'll get back to y'all's videos. But yeah. Gato says, holy Jesus. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Phoenix is nuts. He's the guy, the reason why like proxy props exist. The Pablo Floor, whatever his name is, props. His name's Pablo. He's from Spain, by the way. We got Moisty's video. Of course, it's gonna make me go to YouTube for this. 7 minutes. We're gonna cut out some of this. Go straight to flying. Yo, what's up, Spider? Nah, you're just on time. Felix is a good editor. I don't know who Felix is. Metalcraft says, I don't have the patience to cut up videos and stick them together and always can't find good spots to transition. Just pick my best action and packed packs. I feel that, dude. That's another thing about video editing too, is like cutting it to be entertaining and stuff. You know, I do transitions sometimes, but honestly, like, yeah, it gets tiring trying to find the right parts to do transitions. So I would just clip it straight to the juicy parts. Oh, you meant Phoenix? That's what I thought. Yeah, a lot of those guys are really good editors. Mo Penguin says one packs, cuts, it's all good. Whatever fits your vibe, you dig. No, I agree 100%. Gato says, dope. This is from one of our races. Yeah, Gato, Moist, and Vessel all met up in LA and ripped some packs. Which would be cool. That'd be the only reason why I'd want to go to LA again, is to meet up with the homies. Other than that, I have no interest in going to LA. I just don't like super mega cities. Hooker says, I spent 10 hours on a minute and 30-second edit that I never even posted. I don't know. I love doing it still. I go full blown hyper focus. No, I agree, dude. I'll sit there. And that's the thing, is I fly a lot of packs too. And I want to, you know, you hit something cool on, you hit different things on different packs. And I want to show those off too. So I'll sit there and watch, 3 minutes of this, 3 minutes of that, and then find like, I guess the juiciest parts. What I should do is just, because I've cut out a lot of good footage that I think would be good, but to fit, because like I went from like wanting to do like 2 minute, 30-second videos, what a lot of people kind of recommend. I like doing shorter videos. Most people don't like watch all of my video to the end anyway, so it's almost pointless doing 2 minute videos. This is a sick video, Moist. Moist says we're going to make it a yearly thing and you should definitely come, Gringo and Venus. Yeah, dude, I mean, with this job, I'm going to have more vacation time. I'm going to even have, so like the cool thing about this job is there'll be periods where I work the entire week straight. Then I work a 5-day week. Then I work an entire week. And then I work 3 days. So I'll have, basically weeks with 4 days, like without having to take vacation time and stuff. And then on top of that, I get 3 weeks paid vacation and 2 weeks sick leave. So they go ham. So yes, I definitely think we could probably make it up there one day. Yo, what's up, Ritalin? Kind of mumble when I talk. He says, any recommendations for a good video editor program? DaVinci, if you want like all the bells and whistles, but you'll have to pay like $300 to have like the super premium stuff. I use CapCut. A lot of people are against it. It does what I needed to do to make simple ass videos. And CapCut's like dummy friendly. I'm kind of a dummy, so, but I pay for the CapCut like Pro or whatever. I think it's like $7 to $12 a month, something like that. But I use it so much that it pays for itself. Warnup says, very stoked for you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. No, I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to being gone for 3 weeks, but I am looking forward to having the pay is awesome, phenomenal. Compared to other jobs I've worked, like this is like double, triple some of the jobs I've worked. So, and all of the benefits. And plus I get to go up like wind turbines and stuff. I think that's going to be super sick. Clyde says you're stuck with bad resolution with free CapCut. Yeah, and also watermarks. I think you get a watermark in the base CapCut. Spider says a CapCut Pro is $12 a month. Do the math. Yeah, but I don't have the money to spend on DaVinci, and plus I haven't used it enough to to learn to learn how to use it, and I'm just stubborn. If I learned how to use it, but when I first started, it would be a different story. KB says, will you be traveling a lot? For the job itself, yes and no. It's all semi-local where I have to go, but I'll have to travel about an hour and 40 minutes every morning to get to work, to and from work. And I think a lot of the wind turbines are like around Abilene area and stuff like that. So I'll be traveling a lot locally, but for training and stuff, they'll ship me to Iowa and stuff like that. Hell yeah, Moist, dude, that looked like a super fun time, man. Especially getting right up on the Hollywood sign. Here's Vessel Burgers with the 4 a.m. crew. That was hard to read. That like fucked with my brain. Everybody's telling me about DaVinci. I know about DaVinci. I am fully aware. I do simple as videos. It does what I need it to do. I have no reason to change. Now, if I wanted to get into like professional editing, like for doing it for people, or a job, I will use DaVinci. But if it's just all me, I have no reason to. Killer Kiwi says, Yam Hour. Moist says, it was so much fun, dude. The trip was like a dream. I lived every second of it, and I can't wait to do it bigger next time with more homies. Spider, I understand DaVinci's free, but if I want to do certain features, I have to pay for it. And CapCut is $12 a month versus $300 and whatever dollars for the entire thing. I don't care like I said, if I do professional work, I will use DaVinci. But for me bullshitting around flying a little toy drone, I'm going to use CapCut. It is what it is. It's just super easy for me to use. I already know how to use it. But if I want to do like fancier, more technical stuff, I'll invest in DaVinci. But like right now, I can't afford it. TKS knows what's up. CapCut gang, for real. It's like the CapCut's fine. It's a fucking, it's totally fine. Clyde says he got the full version for free. Now, if you could show me how to get the full version for free, I might try to fuck around with it. But that's the thing, is I have to have the full version. I don't like free versions, anything. Because free versions usually kind of suck. They're very limited on what you can do. Clyde says, hit me up on Discord, Boondocks. Hit me up too, Clyde. I gotta know your secrets. Yeah, KB, I agree. CapCut has mobile, so you can edit it while shitting. You don't know how many videos I've actually done that with. Metalcraft says, I've been using DaVinci for over a year and never wanted to pay for it. Yeah, but look at it this way, Metal. You're not cutting your videos down and adding fancy filters over it and stuff like that. You know, like you're just kind of dropping music and then using the full video and then have like an intro thing. I like to like trim, and then like if I want to use a filter and stuff like that. So I like it. Works for it, you know, it works for what you got. But if I want to do like some fancy stuff, like I don't want to have to pay for it. Spider, you say the 10-bit stuff, but I've tried using it for a vlog video, and just to use like a black and white filter, it wanted me to pay for it or something like that. I don't remember now, but it was like a simple filter. I still had to pay for it, and I was like, well, I have CapCut. I have all the filters I need. We'll just do that. If I plan on doing professional work, I will use DaVinci. But for me, just bullshitting, I'm going to use CapCut. Ozzy says CapCut is from China. Be careful. What's not from what's not from China, though? Spider says, gotta delete filter brain. No. I'm not, I'm staying firm with what I know. That's what it is. Ritalin says, I didn't think asking for an editing program would be so debatable. Sorry for bringing it up, bro. No, you're good, man. Everybody likes what they like, you know? It's just like how I feel about FPV styles and stuff like that. You know, you got your own style, your own editing style. Venus says you're gonna make Gringo actually quit FPV. I know. Over editing. Use CapCut, use DaVinci, use whatever free programs you want to use. If it works, it works. That's all I'm going to say on it. CapCut owns all your videos. Again, if I do professional work, I will use DaVinci. CapCut, I don't care. I don't make money off my videos anyways. And plus, they're not going to want to use my videos. Mo Penguin says this is the El Cabron. Hell yeah, dude. Rispin says, I hear Paint Shop has some remarkable tools. I don't know what Paint Shop is. KB says, own them all, Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. You're collecting Pokemon. Mo, what stack are you using in this? Just curious, because it sounds really good. And I appreciate that you put music over it, too. It's not just stuff. Ozzy says, hey, Freewell sent me to a GoPro Black Market Mist Finter. What? And the videos look like the El Gringo style. Whoa. What's a black mist finter? Rispin says BMP editor. KB says Humble Bundle also has a lot of video editing stuff on sale a lot. Metalcraft says I prefer my free full-featured editor. Mrs. Metalcraft says you get indie filters in Penguins. iFlight Blitz F7. Okay, so you're using a beta stack. See, that's what I was wondering, because it sounds really good. Like, it was flying really good. Which that's a beautiful shot of it. I like that it's just kind of chilling in the mud. Because we didn't really do hardly any testing with Betaflight stuff, so I'm curious to how it performs with Betaflight. And it sounds really fucking smooth. So, because I know Boondocks was having issues with his flight controller, like kind of like having this weird jitter stuff. And I don't know if it was caused from frame vibrations, if it was caused by the flight controller being like kind of bunk or what. I know he got a new stack, so I'm curious if that fixes whatever the issue is. Speaking of Boondocks, here's a nighttime whoop sesh. Kana says, Moisty, gonna need you to redo that Don't Tread on Me flag to CapCut theme for Gringo. Yeah, it's CapCut. Who cares? Mo Penguin says the ND filters just came today. Hell yeah, dude. Which ones did you get? Boondock says, I think it's my ESC, which sucks. Yeah, I'm curious if it was just like a bugged out ESC, or because I've had that happen almost exactly what you were having when I was trying to set up my grinder Reno, my Fiverr Reno. I got a SpeedyBee 20x20 stack or whatever, and it was doing that. And no matter how much I like, tunes would kind of help it, but it would still have this like chain, like chugging chain sound, and you could just tell the ESCs were working overtime. And I know it's not the flight controller, because I ended up using that flight controller with a Flycolor ESC, and it worked perfectly fine. So I'm not sure exactly what was going on with that. Ritalin says, could you post up the link to your Discord channel? Can one of the mods do that? If they don't, if the mod doesn't take care of that, I will do that as soon as this video's over, if I can remember. Yeah, Boondocks is sending it in the dark. I've only flown a handful of times at night. Mo Penguin says, camera butter, baby. Dude, I love camera butter. I know some people have like mixed views and stuff like that, but I've tried all kinds of different ND filters. I had a video on it, and camera butter just looks the sexiest out of all of them. I'm sure there's other filters out there, but the one I have has little guards on it. I don't know if you can see it on my tiny little screen, but there's like these little like aluminum, like they look like lips almost, and that saved me from smashing it. Thank you, Spider. I appreciate that. Spider just posted a link to the Discord. But yeah, like camera butter, dude, it goes hard. I love it. But again, everything is just how you feel, what you're going for, the looks you're wanting to go for. Because you can literally get away with a $6 ND filter if you absolutely wanted to. But the quality, there is a little bit of a quality difference, and I think camera butter just looks the sexiest. Hell yeah, Boondocks, that was dope, man. Mo Penguins, early morning in the park sticker bomb designs. I think my logo's on there somewhere, which I didn't even know until somebody told me. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Overkill LMAO. Also most strong. Yeah, no, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like this one, because it has a little like lips, you can see where I've hit it, and I have 0 damage to the actual filter itself. Like it's awesome. I love camera butter. Whereas the cheap ones, I completely smashed one, and it has like a plastic casing. That was just all, like if I hit any harder, it would have actually fucked up the lens on my GoPro. Mo Penguin says, there's also only ones that I don't have to completely redesign my GoPro 5 mount. I got the Black Diamond Universals. GoPro 5 mount? You have a GoPro 5? Tucker says he likes the TBS filters, $6.99, since I break at least one per session out of the past 3 sessions. LOL. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that's the TBS filters, but that's my thing, is you have to like buy them constantly, because I think those you could just like slide into your mount. I'd rather have something that, you know, you spend 20 bucks on and you can beat the hell out of it and still get away with it. If I end up annihilating the camera butter, I will definitely let you know. I just don't see it unless I hit directly on the lens.
From that evil Joshua Bardwell. I'm shopping on infinitylooks.com. Premium t-shirts, hoodies, and sticker bomb designs. The right gift for that rally.
Hold on, I think I saw Venus is on there. Hold on, let me see here. Oh yeah, she is on there. Cool. There's mine. There's John Nominacon. Slackers. Mine again. Oh fuck, why is it Rerun? I actually designed that for him. Vessels. There's Chewy. Orlock. Orlock's a sick dude. He's such a cool guy. Who else is on here? It's kind of hard to see because it's all blurry. I'm gonna try to see the ones that I know shape-wise. I think... Oh. This person. Fuck that dude. I want to say Rain Squad was on here somewhere. I'm not seeing him though. Where are you, Rain? I know he changed his design, so I'm not sure exactly which one would be on here. But yeah, this hoodie's pretty sick. I would like to have one, but... But, hell yeah, Mo. Sick video. Here's Clyde. Oh, Clyde said something about this dude. Flat FPV. He said this is his favorite Spang pilot. Yo, what's up, King? Yeah, Rain's on there. I couldn't find him though. Tucker says, I had a legit GoPro ND filter that cost a decent amount before it broke, and broke it too. Maybe the camera butter will hold up better. I mean, as far as right now, I can swear by camera butter because I've like ran this thing into like pavement, into poles, and I know that if you just hit it just right, yeah, you'll annihilate that filter. But you have these two little metal things that kind of poke out. And also, this GoPro case is fucking awesome because I have yet to destroy this GoPro since I started using these skull mounts. I know Spider has before, but luckily so far I have not. But I have a warranty on it, so if I did break it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Kana says, yeah, I could definitely see you liking this guy. He might have some Spang, but To me, this is like more Croxy related. It's fucking dope though. See, and this is what I mean. Super good video, even though it's cut. Like, it's just all the juicy parts, and you know, I love that stuff. Clyde says may not be his best video. I think it's a great video. It's not, like I said, it's not really like Spangy. Like, he obviously has Spang influence, but Spang is just like open field, flying in trees and whatnot. I'll play my video. Where are we at? Oh, we got some new people in here. Oh, it's Ritalin. We'll wave and say hi, maybe. Yep, there it goes. All the penis shots. So yeah, this is from when we were playing Mecha Chameleon. I was doing penis strats, trying to hide with penises everywhere. There's that one. I think this is the picture of this stream. Here's a little fish one. A little fish guy. I'll play my video real quick. Wait, can I play it here? Hell yeah. So this is my video. But one thing I've been noticing with my quad is it's been having like I said, small issues with the ELRS, and I'm not sure what's causing that. So Moy says, by the way, do you want to play Mecha later? Yeah, dude. No, I was gonna suggest that when I get off the stream. We'll hop in voice chat, so if anybody wants to play some Mecha, let's fucking do it. Oh, this part? Hold on. This is probably one of the shortest clips I've ever done. Hold on. Let me play it where it doesn't have the little play button. This is like one of my favorite clips because it was like a weird, like, what did I just do? Because I flicked forward and then rolled out through, like, in between the trees, and I thought it was, like, super steezy. Yeah, I've changed my ELRS antenna. That's why I'm like thinking it's the flight controller, because I had magic smoke one time. I crashed, got a little magic smoke. I moved some stuff around and it worked, but now I'm constantly at 1% ELRS at all times. So I'm pretty sure I fucked something up. Oh, thank you, baby.
You got it.
Yep. Thank you, Shook. Got some delicious breakfast burritos delivered. Set it over here for now. I got too much stuff on my workstation. Oh. And when I say filters, this is what I do. I just like doing like black and gray. Other than that, I use raw footage. Change UARTs. I tried that. I tried changing UARTs and I'm still having the same issue. Derailed says, hey gringo, I'll be driving through tomorrow. In Texas? You're gonna be in Texas? Headed back to El Paso? Hell yeah, dude. Are you driving through Abilene or? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. All right, let's scroll back up. Probably play a few more videos. Where are we at right now, time-wise? Yeah, we'll play a few more videos, and then we'll give it a good old sin. Okay, so we just played Apollos. Here's Mrs. Metalcraft.
Here it comes. Ha! Splash.
Metalcraft says maybe try a new receiver. They're pretty cheap at least. No, that's what I was saying is I've replaced oh, what the fuck? I've replaced the receiver, and like the one I have on it now is like pretty much a brand new one, but I'm still having that issue. So that's why I'm like I might have like somewhat cooked my flight controller, but it's still working. Oh, I did skip yours. Oh, okay, I'll play it. Don't worry, Clyde. I'll play it. I might have to just replace my flight controller all in all, just to see if maybe that fixes it. I guarantee it probably would because I've already replaced the receiver. Clyde says, what radio are you using? I use the Zorro, the V1 Zorro, I guess, since they're coming out with the new one, with a 1 watt module, but I use it at 500 milliwatts. But even changing it, because I did try like boosting the milliwatts to see if like maybe it's the radio. It's not the radio. It wouldn't be the radio anyways, because it started happening after I had the magic smoke. The thing is, I don't know where the magic smoke was coming from. I'm pretty sure it was an old receiver, because the old receiver was just completely cooked. I replaced it, and I'm still having that issue. So I think it went back into the flight controller somehow. I've tried switching UARTs. I tried switching rails, like 5-volt rails. I'm still having that problem. Yeah, Zorro has a lot of issues. That's the thing though, is I don't have any issues with the Zorro. It's not the Zorro that's the problem. Because it happened after I had the magic smoke. Commander says, I'm back. What'd I miss? Nothing. You're just in time for my mukbang. Mrs. Metalcraft says you missed the controversy. Thou shalt, or what is it? It's like the to be or not to be. To use DaVinci or not DaVinci or CapCut, I don't know. Commander says, uh-oh. The thing is, I'm stubborn, and if something works for me, it's hard for me to change it unless like it's to a thing where I have to. Oh, there's those cheek claps again. We'll play Clyde's now since I accidentally skipped his. I could have swore we just played it. DaVinci won. No one won. What are you talking about? We're not about to get back into the topic. No reason to argue or debate DaVinci or not DaVinci. This spot's so cool, but I can tell you right now, I'd probably get one pack in and completely just destroy everything. Moy says I had to order a new flight controller for the Demibot because the DFU thing on the old one turned into me not being able to open any other UARTs other than the UART 1, and it won't let me use smart audio. I tried everything. I'll get with Bardwell on that one. All of them are stuck other than Windows Movie Maker 2007 edition. That's what everyone should be using. I do all my video editing in Paint, Microsoft Paint. Clyde says, I'll make you a good quad for it. A good quad for what? Ritalin says, how is your game going? It's going good. I talked about it briefly at the beginning. I've kind of hit like a small wall between having a bunch of shit on my plate and what I am capable of doing as far as game deving when I have zero experience prior. So it's still happening, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get it to a state that I feel comfortable with, like people like playing as a beta. But it's still there. It's happening. It's just going to take a little bit longer than I thought. Ozzy says, I want to try Axis Flying Argus Eco F722 8S from Fly High. Dude, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love Axis Flying. I think they have some good stuff. That's what I use for my motors. And I've only burnt one out, and that's because I had a busted prop on it and I tried flying. And with KISS, you can fly with a completely annihilated prop, but it will burn that motor out. So your quad don't burn down in the bando. Hell yeah. Clyde, you always have some crazy ass videos. The bandos you fly are just like a whole nother level. We got Metalcraft Jr. Real quick before we play that, let's see. I think so far I've made it a tradition to get to off axis. So we'll get up to off axis and, or did I already play that video? I might have already played that video. That's from the 8th. 6th. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe this was like a day or two after my old stream. Okay, so yeah, we'll get up to off axis and then we'll call it on that one. Oh, we got Metalcraft Jr. I got burrito juice all over me. Anybody here try the VCI 0802 27,000 KVs? I have actually. I have the ones from Damaged. They're pretty good. I mean, 27,000 KV is a little bit low KV for like what I like when it comes to like whoops and stuff like that. It'd probably be all right because I use 0802s for 65, which I know 0702s would probably be the better choice, but it's hard to find like 0702s that have high KV. It'd probably be good for like a 75 or something. Killer Kiwi says, proud of you doing game dev. I've had ideas and have messed about with just about every engine that's accessible for the last 20 years and have never made anything worthwhile. I feel that, dude. It's a lot to get into. I'm actually using, I guess, what would be considered the CapCut of game deving. I'm using Godot. But yeah, I have a bunch of ideas, but the thing is I don't think I can make them work because I don't have the skill set for them. That's where I'm at right now. Like, I thought about, somebody also brought this up. I think it was Koala. Doing a soldering sim. So like you were soldering flight controllers and like you can overheat it and stuff like that. Like, I think that would be a cool sim to do, but I wouldn't have any idea of like knowing how I could possibly pull that off. KB says, We Bleed Screamers are 0702. Are those the 30,000 kV motors? Mo Penguin says, I'm on 0802, 25,000 KV. Now, they don't have enough ass behind them. I was thinking of those, or the Mo, oh, the Mo motors. The tree toppers. Tree toppers, solid. Spider's also coming out with his web spinners. I'm not sure exactly the release date on those, but they're going to be high KV just like the tree toppers are. So either one of those will probably be worth it. Tree toppers are We Bleed, and then the one Spider's going to be coming out with his Tiny Whoop motors. Commander says I'm waiting for Spider's motors. Yeah, me too. I definitely would love to try them out. But right now, the ones that are on my HG0, pretty good. KB says tree toppers are great for 75. They're good for 65 too. Again, I don't fly 75 whoops. I fly only 65. Soon, TM. Yeah, Spider, let us know and I will promote them. I feel like they're gonna sell out before I can even get one. Hey Raymond. My Mob 7 has 27,500,000 KVs. Are those the ones I gave you? I can't remember. I think they were like, oh wait, no, I think the ones I gave you were 25,000 KV. Hell yeah, that was the junior of the Metal Crafts. We got Mo Penguins next. Late Night Bankrupt. Metalcraft Jr. has 40,000 KV 0702s on his quad. Woo! That's definitely some juice for a whoop. 40,000 is crazy. I've never flown 40,000. I remember when 27, like 27 is honestly not that bad. It's not until you get in like crazier stuff that like you can start feeling the underpower part. I prefer 30,000 or more. So I used to have the one that Bubby and them use. I think those were 27,500. And again, they're good until you start getting into like the choochier type stuff where you need that extra like high KV. I think they were like BBs or something like that. I can't remember. Commander says I told my wife I want Spider motors for my birthday. Metalcraft says I will just never fly 1S again. It can't handle 3D well enough. Yeah, I would imagine. Just not a whole lot of like chooch behind 1S for 3D because you need a lot of juice to get those motors to spin back and forth. Oh yeah, Mo. Mo Penguins. Boondocks, El Cabron in a tree. Who here has Mecha Chameleon? It's after the stream. we're gonna be playing some Mecha Chameleon. And I you know, I don't want to like toot my own horn or anything, but I am a professional mecha player, so I'm a part of the MCL. So yeah. Yeah, so this is the footage where you can see like his ESCs are really struggling here. You can kind of hear it too, kind of like jitters, but it's like, because when I first saw his video, it was like, I think it was like the last time I streamed, I thought it was like major prop wash, but turns out it's his ESC. Stuck right in the tree. I tried the ball method, but never been successful. I've come to find out that tent poles, as long as the tree is not too crazy tall, you just put together some tent poles and you can kind of just like push it down. Or if you have a monkey, like my buddy Monkey, when I get stuck in the tree and I can't get it down for the life of me, he's like super dedicated of like, he'll climb in the trees for me. That happened with my HD0 Whoop, and I just got it from Spider. I think it was like the first time I flew it, and I got it stuck in a tree. I could not get it down. The sun was going down. I was just getting over being sick from sloss. And I was like, hey man, it was the next day, because I went back the next day because I was like, there's no way I can get it down before the sun went down. And here's Metalcraft.
Let's begin now.
Early plane days. And I ended up like being like, can you come here, man? I cannot get this out of the tree. I don't even know where it's at. And he climbed up there. There's like power lines going through the trees. Like if I could pay Monkey like recovery fees, I totally would. But yeah, he got it down for me. That Whoop's been through a lot. It's been stuck in trees. It's crashing puddles of water. That bitch is still running. Raymond says, remember, if you aren't crashing, you aren't flying. 100%. At least for freestyle especially. If you're not crashing, you're not trying hard enough. I think out of all the... Oh, damn, dude. This song is throwing me back. Yeah, yeah. There's only been like a very small handful of times where I got away with flying without crashing. 99% of the time I'm crashing straight into the ground or into a tree or into a wall. Boondog says I crash all the time. Yep, crash gang. Metalcraft says I crash this plane. Metalcraft, what camera are you using? I said this before on Raya's video, but the DVR is just like, you know, kind of bad quality for analog, and I'm just curious to like what you threw in there. It's still got like a vibe to it, but you can't see anything other than flat tones. So muddy, did the plane get muddy? It's a Cadex Ant. Oh, okay. So you're using like a 1S Whoop camera for it. If you're gonna use like a 1S camera, I would look into like the Tiny Whoop Pinch Cam or the one from Weebleed. I don't know what that one's called, but it's like the equivalent of the Pinch Cam. But to me, the Pinch Cam is like, from my experience, is the best. Like it tops the CO3, the Ant Light, obviously. Oh wait, you're not using the light, you're using the ants. I've never used the ant, just the Ant Light. The CO3 is okay. My beef with it is, for one, I've broken so many of them. Like, I have like a graveyard of CO3s. It's good for a cheap camera, but there's also like moments that if you land a certain way, or like if you're in a light a certain way, you can see the actual fucking light sensor, and it looks like some weird psychedelic like computer chip or something like that. And that kind of like, yeah, the bleed eye, and that kind of like, it's something I can look past because it's not bad. Again, it's a cheap camera. You can get more if you break them. But like the Pinch Cam, I've never broken a Pinch Cam. I've only lost one. I lost an entire Whoop. Actually, it's probably still in that tree, and it had fucking treetop motors. It had like a pretty good fucking flight controller on it, or AIO, and it had the Pinch Cam. But that thing, it went hard, dude. This just came with a quad, so I went with it. But yeah, I hate it. Yeah, the good thing about analog though is you could literally just switch whatever analog camera you have, as long as the wires are connected in the right way. Like, just analog translates to analog, so it'd be really easy to like switch them out and stuff. If I had extra like spare analog cameras, I think the only one I have, I don't know what the quality is. I could send it to you. I got this from Derailed. It is a chunker. There's nothing I can throw this into. It is fucking huge. It's the Runcam Owl, I think. Yeah, Owl Plus. I don't know anything about it. Never used it. But yeah, if you want to, question mark of like whether or not it's a good camera or not, I don't know. But that's the only one I would have that I could just be like, here, try this out. So all the other ones I have on different projects, and backups just in case like I end up completely like annihilating my HE0. Here's Off Axis. The night cam. Is that what that is? Wait. So this works good at night? I don't know. I might have to experiment with it. But that's the good thing about analog though. Cameras are cheap. So if you really wanted to, you could just easily swap them out. Again, the video is still a vibe. It had a vibe to it. But my thing is like, I like to have, when I'm flying, a little bit of resolution so I can see what the fuck is like going on. So Derail, do you think that camera would be good with like IR? If I use like infrared as a pickup infrared, or is it just low light? Off Axis has also been going ham with some 3D. But yeah, I'm working on this right now. Kind of jank together a night vision camera, and I want to try to do some ghost hunts in the future. So we'll see. Power lines here kind of need at least HD0. Dude, I'm spoiled with HD0. I absolutely fucking love HD0. The latency, beautiful. How durable the cameras are. I just, you know, like I still have my original camera from using HD0, whereas I've gone through analog cameras already. The only issue is I did have to use a different HD0 VTX because I crashed in water one time and I was having weird issues with the other one. But I want to try to see if I can get that fixed because I would love to have two V2 flight controllers. Analog. And here's my thing too, and Moisty can attest to this. There's nothing wrong with analog. Like it's the quality is pretty good. Like obviously you're not gonna get HD, but there's some analog out there that looks almost HD. And the only reason why I'm using HD0 is just to get that little bit more HD. Other than that, like I have no complaints. Like if I had to, I will go back to analog. I'm not tripping, especially because my goggles can handle it.
The world knows peace.
Low light, not infrared. Damn. That's still not bad though. That's another good thing about analog. Well, the thing is, you can technically make any analog camera into a infrared camera. You just have to remove the IR lens or whatever, the little like red tinted lens. Like if you were to take this apart, there's a little lens in here that blocks out some light bands. You take that out, you're gonna see purple and stuff during the day. It's a little psychedelic, but at night you can literally have an IR light and you can see that shit. It's pretty cool. Raymond says that's all I use is analog. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with analog. Like I said, I would go back to it if I wasn't spoiled on HD0. Hell yeah, off axis. Surprised we didn't see you pop in the chat today. But I get it. Mondays are a weird day to do streams. Give me 1 second here. All right. Digital has those IR filters too. Oh, cool. So you're telling me I can take out that filter on digital and be able to see infrared. So that would be cool if I could do that. Boondock says I'm finally going back to the 04. My 04 train left many moons ago. The 04, it's got its purposes. Personally, I like my jankier looking footage, I guess. I don't know. Moy says I'll be in Discord VC soonish to play Mecha, which yeah, we're gonna play Mecha after this. Gonna have an 04 Cabron and an analog Cabron. Oh hell yeah, Boondocks. Yeah, the missus she uses a 04 right now. I'm trying to get it to where she's gonna use analog. Because I kind of need the 04 for a Cinewoop I'm working on, but I don't know. That'll come at a later time, but I do need a Cinewoop. But yeah, the 04 fits perfectly in the Cabron. No issues with that. It's designed to fit 90% of video systems out there. So you could throw, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about this, I'm pretty sure you could throw a walk snail in there. That's the only one I don't know. It's like walk snail. But it'll fit HD0, it'll fit analog, it'll fit the V2. It can technically fit the V1 HD0, but you gotta kind of like jigify it. Like, it's got a super ghetto, sketchy, but it works. It'll fit. I had to do that when my V2 broke temporarily. but it'll like squeeze in there. You just gotta kind of be careful on how you stack it. But yeah, the HD0 fits perfectly fine. The 04 fits, analog fits. Works pretty good. King Keek says, I never got on the DJI trend. I did sit back and watch as it hit some Indian guy walking too close to the tracks, trying to look cool for TikTok, though. KB says, I'm doing a HD0 Cabron and a WD Moonlight Cabron. Yeah, I would like to see like all the different types of VTXs you could throw in there. I kind of, like I said earlier with CapCut and stuff, I stick to what I like, and I like HD0. I like analog. I liked the 04, but there was like this weird subconscious stress of like, I don't want to break it, especially because I was like the peak of whenever they were trying to do the DJI ban and stuff like that. So I was like, whatever. I'd rather have, like I said, the less crazy shit I have in there, the more comfortable I feel about breaking them. Spider says, phew, Sunday's video is done editing. We're about to hop in Discord and play some Mecha if you wanna hop in, Spider. KB says, walk snail moonlight. Shit, I got less than a quarter of juice. Time to make a vape run. King Keek says, I feel that, dude. It's never fun when you're running out of vape juice. Mo Penguin's got analog on the El Cabron and the 04 Pro on the Straya. Hopefully I'm going to be able to maiden that Wednesday. Hell yeah, dude. Let me know how the Straya goes. I need a Straya. I need to get with TKS on that. I would like to try the Straya out. But I'm also like still in the process of like flying to Cabron, so it'd just be weird to kind of just like fly two different quads, but same company. Also, I would like to support Birdie. So it wouldn't hurt to have a backup quad that's also the Straya, because I don't use backup quads. I just have the one quad, and if I break something and I have the stuff to fix it, I will fix it in field. I wish I was bougie and had multiple quads as backups, then I would feel less stressed trying to break shit. So Spider says, I'll be there, pants off, feet censored, ready to roll. Hell yeah. All right, well, I guess this is where we're going to end it. If anybody wants to come chill, hang out in Discord, by all means. Hopefully next week I will be able to do another stream. If not, I'll update people in Discord if that's going to be a thing or not, just because I don't know what's going on right now with work. But when I do start streaming again, it's probably going to be a lot different than what we have been doing, just because I want to do some random shit with it. So, bye.
Never seen such a dead body breathing. Say they always worry how I'm feeling, but nobody really care about how I'm feeling. Get yourself together, young man. You got people that you gotta please. Everything you feeling, man, let's shove it deep down. They don't give a fuck what you need. Riding the coast, keeping on dope. making a